So this is gold, and what I see here on gold, my current analysis on gold is we got a we had a high here, market push up here, right, creating a higher high because it's higher than this high, it's higher than that high, create a higher low, and then create a new high. So now we have a higher high here, right? This is on the 4 hour, and then create a higher high, and then now a higher low, and then I would want to see a buy back about that level. Stop loss would be like below here, right? Market push up yesterday. You could consider a lower high, but I would say I expect this to go a higher high yesterday, but it didn't went so high. Then it come down and create a higher low again, showing that buyers are here in this little region here. Buyers are here, right? Okay. And then we have a lower high here, and then price break this lower high this morning. Since morning, price break this lower high, but this gray zone here has sellers that the market is struggling to push past. So once the market push past these sellers, I place this alert here, I'm gonna go for a buy, right? And then above this high, if market pass this high, and I'm gonna add a new contract there, because that's just solidifying everything. That market is going to create higher high, higher low, and then a higher high again. So if price break this area, this second alert, this pullback yesterday, this pullback yesterday was only to grab some money, liquidate everybody here from yesterday, grab this money, and then continue the trend upwards. And then after that trend, after this, I would want to see a higher high, and the next level of sellers would be here. So this entry would look something like this. I would enter here. This would be my first TP. Stop loss would be somewhere below there. Let's see how the 1 hour look. Yeah, stop loss would be somewhere there, below this level, right? Enter here, add a new contract here at that black line. First TP would be here, and second take profit would be here at this black line over here, right? Because that's where the market sell from in the first place. So let's see where the market takes us today. It's now 9:15, and yeah, that's it for the goal analysis. um what else? Yeah, that's just it. And the reason why I'm at this gray zone here is because sellers is pushing off this zone here. Sellers is strong here, right? Sellers is strong here. Market tried to push up yesterday. Sellers here. Try to push up again. Sell here. Try to push up again. Sold a little bit, but then market pushed through that. So that one break. So now we have a higher high on this 5-minute trend here, and this little low here. Let's mark this little low. This little low here It's higher than that low, so this would consider a higher low on the 5 minute. So when price break this now, we have a higher high, higher low, higher high. And then after price break this, I'm expecting the trend to start to build into the 15, then into the 1, then eventually into the 4, and then from the 4, that higher high would be above this high here, going to this level and to this level because price is already at this level here. That's the high, that's the current high. So the new high would be where the next sellers are at, or price may come here, price may just come here, do something like this, come back up, come back to this level, and then bam, once more. So let's see what happens for that. And then I'm also watching US 30, and this looks kind of different, but it's the same analysis here. So this was my high, and the reason why this high is even valid because price broke this here. I could put this here, but I'm working with this high here, or even this here, right? So these lower shoulders, so that's a higher high. Price break that high, and the reason why this low is even valid here, the last low was down here, but the reason why this low is even valid is because price break this high. So price break this high, so we have a higher high, and then this low now becomes valid. So this is the last low here on the 1 or even the 4 hour. So if price come back to this level, go into this zone, show that it doesn't want to go any lower. Once it comes to this level, come above here, break a high, that proves to me that hey, and the 5 or the 15 prices don't want to go any lower. It's creating an uptrend above here, then I'll go for a buy. And that sounds, let me just log in on this. Alright, so now we're logged in. So gold looks like it wants to break this high. So let's see what happens here. So I need the 5 minute to break this high. As you guys already know, need the 5 minute to break that high. And if it break that high, then I'm gonna enter stop loss would be below here. And if it break this one, I'm gonna add to that position because price is bullish. So let's see. Let's see what's going on here. But yeah, for US 30, don't want to see price come below here and then back above that level, breaking a high. I would go for a buy. So let's see if that happened today or it doesn't happen today. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Oh, US 30 been volatile, bro. Yeah, this since February. This get volatile. Very lower high, lower low. You could enter for a sell here. March 2nd, March 3rd. I think it's the same when gold was selling off. No, that was way before that. Like here. That was like somewhere here. Yeah, this was like somewhere here, higher high. And then below this level price break that low there. 530. Bam. And then below here, price. Doo-doo-doom. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. So this is still looking nice, but it's good. So in an uptrend, it's good to see the higher highs here. I know this is like a lower high, but as I say, in an uptrend, it's good to see the higher highs here, and this black line is my focus point. I could have the black line here, or even at the wicks. I could have it like right here, right? But on the 4 hour, that's just the wicks. So I put it here, and I normally use the wicks. However, down here, where this previous black line is, in this area, I use the wicks, and I wasn't even focusing on this because, hey, I wasn't even focusing on this zone here. Noticing that this and this zone matched up, and then this move happened. So I'm like, shit, if I put this here, then I would know that, hey, price is above that level, and then price is even breaking a high. So I'm like, okay, alright, so the wicks. So the wicks caused that one. And truth be told, this was here before, and then for some reason I changed it here, but it's trading that those things happen. Mismoves happen. Let's remove this and draw this here where that is valid. This is supposed to be somewhere here. So this was my high that I was focusing on. Yep. And then the next high from yesterday is this little zone above this region here. Yeah, 5 minute check. Yeah, that's correct. It's right there. Wait, why this even lag out? Oh, it's logged in. And I would go for one micro contract first. And the downside of using a prop firm is these trades normally last like way over like a day or so, right? A day, 2 day. But with the prop firm, I come at a disadvantage because I don't scalp anymore, right? So thanks to trades by Sai, I don't scalp anymore, and this is pretty effective. I've been holding trades for like 20 hours, 20 plus hours. Let me just show you guys this move here. Because of a prop firm, I entered here above this level here. I enter somewhere in this region here. Stop loss should naturally be below this last low, and I was aiming for that high there, right? But because of a prop firm, this is a Friday, and then price came down, stop you out by 5 o'clock, exit all the trades, and then Monday price went up, come back down, then maybe I think I got stopped out here again. Yeah, I got stopped out here, and then in the night I re-entered again, right? So this took me 3 trades just to catch this little move here, and luckily New York session had a great push and I catch this here, right? However, I should have if it was a live account, which I don't have a live account, not yet, I would have entered here from the Friday and just leave this to catch all this. But 5 o'clock come in, close this trade, 5 o'clock come in, close this trade, and I think this one was a negative, and I think this one was also a negative, I'm not sure, right? And then something at me, I re-enter here, and then this is the 20-hour trades. I entered here and I hold it out until market close once more somewhere up here, right? And then as I mentioned before, I missed this move here, so that's just it. That's just what I'm working on right now to get that live account. Yeah, so we get this build live account, because this is way better than just catching a little move, catching trends. And I catch this, I'm like, all right, yeah, this one I spot out this sell here. um I catch this sell here also. Not everything I catch from here to about to a week somewhere here. Yeah, to right here to this week. I was aiming for the higher part of the week. Yeah, so I catch from there to there. Right, I didn't catch this one. I didn't catch this sell here, but yeah. But based on this here, that's just telling me that prop firms is holding you back. It is good in some sense, right? You have a lot of prop firms and you just leverage those, because this was a $1,200 trade with only one micro. If you have like 10 micro, that would be like 12K on this one move here, right? And then, yeah, you see, I like to see this because this is just showing me how valid this area is. So price came up, sell here, price came up again. It look like it's rejecting once more. So when price break this, I know that these sellers are now gone. So the sellers that is holding up this market, once this breakout here, we just push them out the door, right? We just push them out. So once as you push out the sellers, market is trending up on the daily. And look at the daily too. We have a higher high. So um hold on. Let me just lock this. So we have a alright, just look at this. Look at the daily time frame. Let's just say this is a high, right? And this is a low, right? So on the daily, we have a higher high, we have a high and a low. Then price break through this higher high, right? And then now this move from a high now becomes a low, right? And then on the daily, this would be like the no trade zone here. And then higher high, above here, we go for a buy, bam, right? Higher high. So now, higher low, right? So now we have a higher high, which is this, and a higher low, which is this. So now back above this level on the daily, I will enter here at this first level here. Or back above this level, it's game time, right? Like real game time back above this level because the sellers, this whole selling momentum here, these sellers here are gone, right? Yeah, back above this level, looking for a higher high, which in this case would be somewhere up here on the daily. That would be the next level of sellers on the daily because this is the sellers on the daily currently. There's no next level here on the daily, so this will be the next level here. If you were supposed to trade the daily time frame, we're going down to the 4 hour. We'll get a bit more detail, and I was focusing on this zone because it's more apparent on the 4 hour than the daily. So yeah, so ideally this was alive. um I'll just hold to this. The price come here, I'll just hold because if price break this high here and this is a higher high and then price come back to this, then it's gonna be a higher low and then price back above this level, higher high, right? And then on the daily, this is the next level of sellers up here. So I'll just hold to here, and then that's maybe like if this start to trends up, that's until next week, maybe the next 2 3 trading days. That is like Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Price maybe reach here. So yeah, so that's that. What time it is? So it's now 9:30. Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, so this is just drop, which is good because as you guys remember before, I was focusing on that area there, right? And I'm still paying attention to this wick here, this little wick, this wick. Let's zoom up. Still paying attention to this wick here, this little wick. Only, only because this price come here and stop. Only because that wick is in line with this selling point here, this first selling point here. So I'm like, okay, all right. But ideally, this is where the real structure is at this level here. So I wouldn't even go off a buy off this. I like to see like a some little structure going down, and then price break back above that structure, going back up. Then I would like go for a buy in this little region here, right? And the market is currently reacting to this wick. I'm not really focused on the 5 minute though, but this here market, current market is focusing on this wick, right? So let's see if it actually create that structure there. All right, so clear up all this. The chart look clean, so that good. Price I go to something like this, bam, bam, bam. See your price is struggling here, struggling, struggling, struggling. But no worries, no worries, because if this create a lower high here, I know. Alright, look at this. This is a higher high, higher low. This create a lower. If this breaks below this, I know that this is a lower high. Then price come here, struggle to break this. Then this is a lower high, right? I wouldn't trade. This is a no trade zone, right? I would have lower high, then price break below this lower low, come back down. This is the last low. But when price break below, if price come like here, I know that hey, I got two lower highs here currently, which is one, two, and then most likely price is gonna buy here because there's buyers here. Bam, lower high again, bam, right? Finally break below these levels here, bam, come back up. And remember this could come like anywhere up here. Then back below this level, I would sell back down to the next level of buyers, which is here, 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 even here if price want to go that far, right? So it's pretty simple if market want to react to that like that. So I'm gonna enter a gold buy here because price has broken that level, and I'm gonna buy. So this is the level, this is the level I wanted it to broke. Once more, it's above that line, broke that high, and I'm waiting on this 5 minute to close in like next 10 seconds. 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that close. So enter right there. Right. Good. Naturally stop loss is gonna be here below that line. So yeah, that is that for that. So gold buy is there, and then the overall big picture is I'm aiming for this level first, then this level. So no TP, but this is my take profit area. And if price break this alarm here, I'm gonna enter our next contract. So let's see what the day brings above this level. And for this, so price actually came to this level here, and then I'm just watching this here. I'm just watching this. Price came to this, create a lower low, lower high, lower low, and then now price is back at that level, and then let's see if it's gonna create a lower low or if it's gonna fail to create a lower low on the 15, that is. Because on the 5 it looks good on the 5, but on the 15 let's see if it failed to create a lower low and then actually break above that top gray zone there, which I'm gonna enter for an X buy. So let's see. So this is my current tool focus. So yeah. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. Here. Price break above this line. You guys already know I'm gonna enter for an X buy above this line. So stop loss is about 60 points, 65 points. So great. So let's see. A failure to do one thing and then you do the thing that you wanted to do. So yeah, simple. Simple.